3 coyotes killed at the San Francisco Botanical Gardens after a child was attacked.
Brought into the location where the animal's teeth actually penetrated the little girl's skin.
The attack happened Friday while the little girl attended a summer camp. Good evening, everyone. I'm Mike Meeback.
And I'm Heather Holmes. California wildlife officials say they are testing the remains of 3 coyotes killed by wildlife officials to see if one of them is in fact the one that bit a girl in San Francisco last week.
New at 6 tonight, KTVU's Christian Captain live in the city with the story. Christian?
Yeah, that's right, guys. As a matter of fact, I talked with California Wildlife and Fish and Wildlife, rather, and they say they're actually conducting DNA analysis to see if these 3 coyotes they killed over the weekend, see if one of them is the one that bit this little girl last week. With Golden Gate Park running through the heart of San Francisco, coyotes are a common enough sight. The city's botanical gardens have reopened after being closed over the weekend. Friday, a wildlife encounter took a frightening turn when a coyote bit a 5-year-old girl at the gardens.
It's pretty rare for this to happen, but it does unfortunately happen on occasion.
Officials say the girl is recovering. California Department of Fish and Wildlife shot and killed 3 coyotes in the botanical gardens over the weekend. Officials are now comparing those coyotes to samples collected from the 5-year-old girl following the attack.
We swab into the location where the animal's teeth actually penetrated the little girl's skin. And you're looking for traces of coyote DNA.
Families at the reopened botanical gardens say word that a coyote had bitten a child was alarming.
It is. We were a little worried. We saw some signs warning us about coyotes, but we just figured, we'll keep our eyes open and stay away if we see them.
Wildlife experts say that's a good idea. They say it's safer for people and coyotes if humans discourage the animals from hanging around.
That involves shouting aggressively at it, throwing things at it even, or at least making it feel uncomfortable. The worst thing you can do is to make it feel comfortable even by feeding it, which is one of the worst things you can do for a coyote to help it coexist with people.
Park visitors say it's a message they've taken to heart.
Yeah, we just try to stay away. Don't feed them, don't interact with them, maybe look at them, but yeah, stay away.
And this is not the first coyote incident here. As a matter of fact, we were in this same location back in 2021 when we covered the story of a coyote that was stalking a child in the area. And as a matter of fact, my photographer Martin and I were conducting an interview at DeYoung Museum, which is just on the north side of the park here. As we were conducting that interview, this was a couple of years ago, we saw a coyote come out of the underbrush and actually try to snatch the dog of the woman that we were interviewing. That dog was on a leash, tried to stalk and snatch that dog right in front of us. Martin and I and the owner of the dog were able to scare that coyote off, but it's just a reminder that Golden Gate Park is like a little miniature wildlife zone here right in the middle of San Francisco, and that means that we need to be aware of those coyotes. We need to be staying away from them as much as possible and try to remain as safe as possible. And remember, again, it's for the safety of us as well as those coyotes. For now, we are live here in San Francisco. Christian Captain, KTVU, Fox 2 News.
Yeah, Christian. All right, thank you.